Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate, what an effort. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Purdy. Complete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get two more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's second and 10. Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Shotgun now with Purdy. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Purdy looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now it's second and 10. Purdy now to throw. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 27 yards. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Nothing fancy there, a little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it's caught. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with the touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Purdy off the play fake. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That thing blown up by the defensive effort of Chandler Jones.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he pulled a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The left side throw complete to Adams. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Hey, come on, come on, come on.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Jacobs will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Hooper. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, 49ers 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Purdy to throw it on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Second down, here's Purdy to throw. That's caught out right by Jennings. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Purdy sets up to throw again. Now he's flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They go with Jacobs. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now Purdy. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing here, Purdy. Flushed out right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, here's Purdy. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Raiders' 11-yard line.
Back to throw. Purdy escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
11.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll give the Raiders a 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Here's Jacobs. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down. They drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
Hey, let's go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing is Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 47 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field. Guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, Swift. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Hurts into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Hurts. He'll get this out wide with Penny. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Forced out to his left. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10. At about the 32. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Garoppolo. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, here we go. 21, 21.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the 1st time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Yeah, they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs from 6 yards away. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think
they'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
you're exactly right.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass.
And now here is another interception. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 30.